Hello and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs, the series where we take a look at some of the latest and not so latest Easter eggs in video games, with the only rule being they cannot have been featured on my channel before. In today's episode, we discover even more secret respawn animations in the Eggcellent Sunset Overdrive, we have another run-in with the creepy dolls from Zombie Army 4 Dead War, and we come across the most unsettling baby in video games since Resident Evil Village. As always, if you think you know of an Easter egg that I'm yet to cover, then the best places to let me know are in the comments section or on my social media accounts, the links to which are in the description. Oh, and the best way to support this channel is by leaving a like. Not only does it apparently boost the video in the ever confusing YouTube algorithm, but it also never fails to make me smile. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. So let's begin with the Eggcellent Sunset Overdrive. A couple of weeks ago, I took a trip down memory lane to cover tons of Easter eggs and secrets in the Xbox One and PC Classic. In that video, we discovered that, rather uniquely, some of the coolest Easter eggs can only be seen when you die. Whenever you bite the dust in Sunset Overdrive, your character will respawn in various different ways. Now, I thought I'd covered them all. I mean, I did spend a good hour dying over and over again just to make sure, but as always, you guys proved me wrong. So I once again loaded up Sunset Overdrive and died repeatedly to see exactly what I missed. First up is this.
Come on, help me get this cash, man!
What are we gonna spend it on?
It's not about spending it!
So this creepy respawn is a reference to the 2002 horror movie, The Ring. Next up is not one, but two references to Back to the Future, the first of which is this. So after respawning in the DeLorean from Back to the Future, Walter will appear and steal your ride. The next Back to the Future respawn plays out much the same way, except for one pretty cool difference. So this time, instead of Walter stealing the DeLorean, Marty McFly himself makes an appearance and takes the time-travelling machine off your hands. There is one more respawn animation that I found, but I'm not sure what it's referencing, or if it's even referencing anything at all. So yeah, let me know what you think that one is, but fingers crossed, that should be all of the Sunset Overdrive respawn animations. Well, that is until you guys suggest another 7 that I missed. So this next game is an Easter egg hunter's wet dream. Kingdom Rush Vengeance is a traditional tower defense game in every sense of the word. You build towers, kill units with those towers, and then use the resources gathered from those kills to build bigger and better towers. It's a tried and tested formula, and one that is still addictive to this day. Now, the first Easter egg from Kingdom Rush can be found on the Clockwork Factory level, and it's an Easter egg that any video game level with lava seemingly has to include. So this thumbs up in lava is a reference to this scene from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. As mentioned, this Easter egg seems to appear every time a game has lava, having featured in Saints Row Gat Out of Hell, Doom Eternal, and much more. On the same level, you can also find this.
My precious. My precious. My precious.
So clicking on the precious ring will cause a golem-like creature to appear. Again, this is a pretty obvious reference to the Lord of the Rings.
Must have the precious.
Next up, on the Kazan Mines level, if you tap the minecarts that appear as you play, eventually this will happen. So the Nintendo character Donkey Kong will whiz by on one of the minecarts. The final Easter egg that I managed to find during my time with Kingdom Rush can be seen on the Golden Brewery level. Sitting at the bar are these guys. So that was Moe serving Barney beers just as he would in Moe's Tavern from The Simpsons. Now I found all of these whilst playing the demo, so I'm sure there's more to find, and if you guys know of any Kingdom Rush Easter eggs that I've missed, then please let me know. So if I'm honest, I've had this next Easter egg recorded for a while, and then I realised that the Mass Effect Legendary Edition was going to be released, so I held off posting it. But seeing as I haven't even started the Legendary Edition yet, I thought I may as well just share it now. On the 28th level of the Citadel, if you speak to the game stand owner, they will eventually say this.
I don't get the complaints about the Grim Terminus Alliance games. So what if you can capture and beat slaves? It's just a game.
So the Grim Terminus Alliance games that the vendor is referring to is a reference to the Grand Theft Auto games, which of course have been the subject of many controversies in the past. So next up is a game that isn't even released yet, but still has tons of Easter eggs. First up is one of the most disturbing Easter eggs I think I've ever found. So this giant rock-shaped baby will even cry if you get too close. After the events of Resident Evil Village, babies are probably more terrifying now than they've ever been. The next Postal 4 Easter egg is actually pretty sad. Near the WC mansion, you can find this. So this grave belongs to Taylor Davis. Taylor is the son of the man who has voiced nearly all of the male NPCs since Postal 2. On a slightly brighter note, outside of the WC mansion, you can also find a wall filled with pictures of people who have or are working on Postal 4. So let's once again end an episode of this series with Zombie Army 4 Dead War. First up is one of the most confusing signs in all of media. So this sign is of course referencing the same message seen in the Walking Dead TV series. The confusion lies with how you're actually meant to read the message. I mean, if you read it conventionally, the message reads "Keep dead, shut inside," but it's obviously meant to read as "Keep shut, dead inside." The next Easter egg goes to show that zombies aren't just mindless brain eaters, they do have a sense of humour. During Chapter 2 of Alpine Blitz, you can find this. So it seems that the zombies have decided to play a prank on their zombie friend, covering him in snow to make him look like a snowman. The final Easter egg for today's video once again involves the creepy dolls that are forever popping up in this game. During the Deeper Than Hell level, if you extinguish a candle in the mines, this will happen. Now, I don't think it's ever been explained as to who or what these dolls actually are and what their goal is. All I know is that they are really, really creepy. So that's it. As mentioned, if you know of any Easter eggs that I'm yet to cover, then the best places to let me know are in the comments section or on my social media accounts, the links to which are in the description. Remember, if you are a fan of Easter eggs, secrets, and tiny details in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.